Max Branning has long reigned as one of Albert Square's most infamous charmers, and judging by next week's EastEnders, he's showing no signs of stepping away from that reputation. Ever since Zoe Slater made her shock comeback to Walford, dragging with her a trail of chaos, Stacey Slater has been forced to rethink her own future. Haunted by Keanu Taylor's grisly end and the heartbreak of losing Martin Fowler, Stacey's spirits are briefly lifted when her brother Sean suggests that she and Lily join him for a new life in Brazil. At first, Stacey is thrilled at the chance of escape, but her dreams are quickly dashed when Lily insists that she and little Charlie are staying in London. Stacey, unable to abandon her daughter, is reluctantly forced to stay put, even as Lily questions whether her mother has made the right decision. Those plans fade even further into the background when a ghost from the past arrives in Walford, Max Branning. He returns for daughter Lauren's wedding to Peter Beale, or at least, that's the excuse. Stacey and Max's scandalous history stretches back almost 2 decades. Their illicit romance began while Stacey was with Bradley Branning, Max's own son, and infamously came to light when Lauren exposed their kiss on Bradley's wedding DVD. That moment remains one of the most jaw-dropping Christmas Day episodes in EastEnders history. Though Stacey and Bradley reconciled, tragedy struck when he fell to his death while fleeing police over Archie Mitchell's murder, a crime Stacey herself had committed. Years later, in 2017, Stacey reignited her affair with Max, sparking a rooftop showdown with Lauren and Abby. The confrontation ended in heartbreak when both sisters fell, costing Abby her life. Stacey is understandably shaken by Max's sudden reappearance, but not everyone is displeased. Zoe, for one, is thrilled. In the years away from Walford, Zoe crossed paths with Max in a bar. The pair struck up a fling, during which Max offered financial help while she searched for her missing son through shady investigator Greg Dolan. Their connection was cut short after Greg became violent, and though Zoe begged Max for help after she was shot, he failed to return. Until now. Kat quickly warns Max to steer clear of Zoe, but it's obvious that his attention is fixed firmly on Stacey. Yet, the moment Stacey turns away, Lily pushing her to reconsider Brazil, Max's eyes wander back to Zoe. The stage is set for fresh drama. Will Stacey still walk away now that Max is back in the square? Will she uncover the truth of his past with Zoe? And in the end, which Slater will Max really choose? One thing's for certain, Walford won't know what's hit it. EastEnders streams by accident in huge BBC blunder. Here's what went wrong. The soap had an unlikely, albeit brief, new home. The BBC found itself red-faced earlier this week after an EastEnders episode was accidentally broadcast on one of its social media channels, a technical slip-up that had fans both baffled and amused. Ordinarily, EastEnders drops new episodes on BBC iPlayer at 6 a.m. from Monday to Thursday, before being shown that evening on BBC One for those who prefer the traditional TV slot. But on Wednesday, 24th of September, viewers stumbled across an unexpected third option when the BBC breaking news accounts briefly streamed the soap live. At one stage, as Kat Slater and Zoe Slater continued their emotional reunion in the Slater household, almost 38,000 people were tuned in. The broadcast carried on for several minutes, even moving on to another scene before the mistake was eventually rectified. BBC breaking news streaming EastEnders on Twitter is hilarious, laughed one viewer on X, while another joked, "We'll all remember exactly where we were the day BBC breaking news accidentally showed 10 minutes of EastEnders." A third added, "Obsessed with BBC breaking news accidentally live streaming EastEnders," while another fan quipped, "This country is back, BBC breaking news showing EastEnders live." The light-hearted gaffe had fans in stitches, but back in Walford, the drama has been anything but funny. The latest installment saw Peter Beale reveal his shock plan for a surprise wedding to Lauren Branning. But with Lauren blindsided and already uncertain about their rocky relationship, the impulsive idea could prove disastrous. Lauren does a runner on their big day, an EastEnders insider teases. She's plagued with doubts about whether Peter is the man she should marry, and his stunt only piles more pressure on her. They're simply not on the same page. Our source adds, Lauren is floored when she realizes what Peter has put together. The pub is fully decorated, Peter's suited up and ready, but the weight of expectation crushes her. Can she really turn him down and humiliate him in front of everyone after all his effort? Or will she go along with it against her better judgment? With emotions spiraling, the Beale family could be heading for another infamous Walford wedding disaster. EastEnders fans figure out Jasmine's true identity amid Zoe Slater baby theories. EastEnders fans are convinced they've cracked the mystery behind newcomer Jasmine's arrival in Walford, and the theories are wild. Since Zoe Slater made her explosive return, viewers have been desperate to uncover who fathered her secret twins, born in 2006, just a year after Zoe fled to Ibiza. It was revealed that Zoe gave birth to both a son and a daughter, but after a traumatic delivery, she believed her daughter had died. She then placed her son up for adoption before disappearing from the square. Now, with Michelle Ryan back full-time for the first time since 2005, the storyline has kicked into gear. This week, Zoe stunned Sharon Watts by claiming that the father of her children was Sharon's late husband, Dennis Watts, who was murdered back in 2005. Sharon, devastated at the idea that Dennis had betrayed her, nevertheless agreed to help Zoe in the search for her missing son. But fans aren't buying Zoe's story. Many are convinced Dennis can't possibly be the dad, with speculation mounting that Zoe is lying about the true identity of her twin's father. Instead, viewers believe the real twist is that new arrival Jasmine is actually Zoe's supposedly dead daughter. Jasmine appeared on screen for the first time on Tuesday, 23rd of September, approaching Cindy Beale for a job at the Albert. Cindy initially turned her down, but after seeing Jasmine's determination, she relented, though not without warning her to steer clear of Oscar Branning. Despite Elaine Peacock being unimpressed, Cindy continued to warm to Jasmine, even as Oscar tried to pursue her. On Thursday night, 25th of September, Max Branning's son went so far as to steal an outfit from the market to impress her, later asking her out on a date. Cindy, however, still wasn't happy and once again warned Jasmine to keep away from the troublesome Branning clan, especially given her long-standing feud with Oscar's sister, Lauren. With Jasmine's sudden arrival coinciding with Zoe's revelation, many fans on Reddit believe the writing's on the wall. Jasmine isn't just a new face, she could be Zoe's missing daughter. Others, however, think the bigger twist is still to come, and that Jasmine may actually be in Walford for reasons linked more closely to Cindy than Zoe. One thing's certain, the truth about Jasmine's past is going to rock the square when it finally comes out. EastEnders airs Monday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One, with episodes also dropping early at 6 a.m. on BBC iPlayer.